Yeah, let's jump right into this because there's a lot with Jupiter.
Yeah, we got a
Um,
lot.
so today I wanted to touch on some of the physical attributes of Jupiter because they really correlate with the energetic attributes, which is pretty awesome. Jupiter is one of the best planets. I feel like it's the largest planet in our solar system, about 4.5 billion years old, and it's the fifth planet from the sun. It's 11 Earths wide. It's fucking huge. It's got no solid surface. It's mostly gases, hydrogen and helium. It's got 79 moons. Four of the moons are the largest moons in our solar system: Io, Ganymede, Callisto, and Europa. Um, its presence is significant influence on the dynamics of our solar system. Um, the most iconic feature of Jupiter is the crimson brown storm. It's been raging for over 300 years. They have winds of up to 400 miles per hour. Giant swirling clouds, huge. It's 1,000 times bigger than Earth. It's mostly gas again with helium and the hydrogen, and it rotates once every 10 hours. That's so fast. So it goes in line with how Jupiter represents in astrology. And I'm going to let Calliope tell you a little bit more about that part of it.
Yes. So there's a few things how the winds move very quickly. And I think all of that kind of ties into the characteristics of a Jupiterian, which would be a Jupiter themed person. So typically when we talk about like a planetary themed person, we're going to get into their rising sign. So that would be a Sagittarius rising and even Pisces, because when you get into traditional astrology, Jupiter ruled Pisces. Now the current ruler is Neptune, but we'll save that planet for another day. So some of the themes that you'll see with Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, is prosperity. Number one, that's one of the big ones that a lot of people use Jupiter to work with. Also, we'll see like expansion. Jordana mentioned a few times how big Jupiter is, and even like the moons, having so many moons, abundance, luck. All of those things are like very Jupiterian. Even humor. Humor is another one. Spiritual growth. So those are things that you would see if you're looking towards your Jupiter sign in your natal chart. The sign that your planet Jupiter falls into would also play a role in how you express these themes. Like how, for instance, Jupiter also gets into generosity, how you express generosity. So what type of giver are you, is something that you would be able to find looking at your Jupiter sign and the house it's placed in.
Yeah. Another cool thing about Jupiter is it's associated with sassafras, which is an herb. It's a masculine herb, just like Jupiter is, and it's part of the fire sign community. But what you do is you place the leaves in your wallet or purse to help you hold on to your money and attract new money. So a little tip for you there, if you're into herbs and you like to do a little bit of magic, you can add that to your repertoire.
I think sassafras is interesting too, because it's also used in plant medicine.
Yep.
So that's another interesting one. I don't necessarily have enough information about that to share right now, but I do know that sassafras is a key element in some of the plant medicines out there.
Like MDMA? Grassroots. So take your notes on that as well. That's used in lots of ceremonial and rituals when using plant medicine, because it is an amazing gateway into your spiritual self. So also a dandelion tree or plant is associated with Jupiter. I thought that was kind of cool too.
That is cool, especially because we see that so often. Like that's literally in
everywhere.
Everyone's front or backyard. You see that all over the place. So it's not a weed, guys.
Right.
Start harvesting that.
Yes, it's very good for you. It's also high alkaline, so you can drink the teas and it's good for you and it helps you detox your system. So that's another thing that can be considered when you got a lot of dandelions around. You can definitely harvest it and use it.
It's also really good for protection against colds and just like, you know, immune system boosting. It's really great for that. And it's funny that dandelion protects you against like being sick, getting your, just boosting your immune system, all of those things. And Jupiter is also like the protector planet in your chart. So like that's on the occult side of things. When we're getting into magic, you, depending on your Jupiter placement, you could really do some heavy protection work for yourself or for others too. And also like if you have a really heavy, strong Jupiter placement, like for instance, I'll say like Jupiter in Pisces,
Sagittarius rising,
Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter in Scorpio, it could be really hard to like send negative energy towards those people. Like, I will say we, because I am a Jupiterian, we eat that up. Like that negative energy, we will eat that up and it will hardly be detected. Like, so
you move
that's
fast.
Jupiter's luck. Yeah, it's quick. Jupiter is quick. It's that Jupiter's luck. You know, it's that protection. It's a very heavy spiritual planet. It rules higher education. It rules spirituality. Like guru is a term that you'll see associated with Jupiter. I don't really care for that term, honestly, but it's something that you'll see. Yes. Yeah, I'd be cool with it.
It's okay, I guess.
That'd be cool. Cool. You know. Also another cool thing is like when you look at your Jupiter placement, it shows like how you will digest spirituality and spiritual topics, like how open to it you will be. And if you're even willing to like hear any of it. So I think that's also pretty cool.
Yo, if you like that clip, make sure you become a member today at patreon.com/Ethos Media Network. That's where you're going to find the full length episodes of every single podcast. A Trip to Venus, Entreprenegros, OTI Open to Interpretation, of course, the bar exam, and you're going to get exclusive interviews on politics as usual over there as well. So make sure you become a member, patreon.com/Ethos Media Network. Peace.